Oh my goodness, they're all in here.
You want some coffee?
I do.
Let's go get some. I'm gonna take a break.
Hey everybody, we'd like to welcome you to our new channel. We call it Xsteading. We're both Gen Xers, and I can't speak for all Gen Xers, but I remember growing up seeing cassette tapes turn into CDs, actually 8-tracks turn into cassettes, records turn into 8-tracks. I mean, go back there for us. As we do our homesteading, we don't want to get rid of the creature comforts of today, so we are on grid, but we try to prepare ourselves to be off grid in the event of a storm or, you know, some bad worldwide cataclysm. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? We're not guaranteed anything but, you know, the next 30 seconds, even that. So
So we're building stuff around here, and we're going to be putting up a chicken coop and making the videos, and we're trying to integrate things like that we've learned over our lifetimes as skills, like things from the Foxfire books and survival skills, and also how to incorporate that kind of living with this living like we're doing in modern day.
in this first video, we're going to be doing a chicken coop. If you look online, most of the decent size, you know, 18 birds or so cost anywhere between $1,500 and $2,200. What I thought we would do is I bought a Harbor Freight 10 by 20 canopy, and we're going to convert that into a chicken coop. I'll drop in a clip. Jennifer was changing the padding and all of that with our ducks this morning. We have 5 little ducklings, so we can have some eggs from those guys as well.
I have to get this. I gotta get it out. I know you don't like it. Come on, buddy. We have to make sure that we're washing our hands so we can clean its ducks. We use mats, see, so you can just roll up and they'll just move. Just gently move them around. And then gently move this around. So you see I'm putting puppy pads down right here. All right. Gracie keeps wanting to get to them, but I won't let her. I use this top straw. Now I'm going to spread this around in the box. Now I'm going to place the food thing in here. I cleaned it out. See around. So they have heat here in the corner. It needs to be warm for them all the time.
So now our chickens are coming this week.
Right. Oh my goodness, they're all in here. They all seem fine.
And they're in a cooler.
Guys, girls, let's see. There's one. Then because we got to teach them how to eat. Wow, all 10. They're doing well. Good.
How do you teach them to eat?
Poke your finger at it like you're the mother foraging for food. Like for this project today, this area right here is where we're going to put our chicken coop. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to clear this little raw piece of land. I'm going to take the tractor and I'm going to pull some of the dirt. Well, that camera got me. Some of the dirt this way here so that we can level this out. As you can see, a lot of this here is a hill. So we're going to have to get a little bit of the hill down. We're going to have to taper this. So some landscaping is going to be involved in this project as well. I think I can leave this tree here. And I think I have 10 feet between that persimmon tree, which this is persimmon. It's American persimmon. Or that is a hickory tree right there. So I'm going to try and leave both of these trees so that we have a little bit of natural shade for our birds as well. One of the reasons we're locating the house right here is right over there. If you can, right down here is our power pole. So what I want to do is, I don't like overhead power lines. That's why we have the power pole down there and all the lines go underground. So we're going to have power to our chicken coop. We're going to add an additional tap line out of this so that we have water right next to our birds as well. So they have power, water, and
Electricity for a heater and stuff.
And we can have a wash station in there for our hands
Right.
because of the diseases birds carry.
Right. Chicken, you know, poultry is really bad with salmonella, especially little peeps. All right, so I guess we can get started on clearing some of this stuff here out, and I'll get the tractor in the next day or so and we'll dredge this.
Hey guys, he's getting ready to put the attachments on the tractor right now, and he's going to go come down and fill in the ditch and clear some of the land right here. I'm going to be filming it, so you're going to be watching as we clear the land. He's up here putting the attachments onto the tractor. The plan today is going to be to fill in this ditch right here where the water line has been dug and buried, remove that root ball, and clear out some of this space right here for the chicken pen. So that's what he's doing with the tractor, and that's what the plan is today. So this is the next step in clearing out the place and filling in the property for the chicken pen and the bird coop for the ducks.
So yesterday we cut all the little brush out of here, little trees. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of rake this out. Going to drag off some of this big stuff, and then we're going to use the box blade to try and level this a little bit, and we're probably going to have to put an edge on this side for the dirt, you know, to hold the dirt back.
Karen heard you, she's right there.
Hey, Karen, you get off of that.
Yes, I caught you already. So you're gonna wrap the chain around the root ball?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap that chain around this root ball real quick. I have no idea if this tractor's gonna have enough ass to pull this. I'm hoping it does. It's only 25 horsepower.
And how do you wrap the chain around it?
Well, generally I like to try and find a place where it will go through or around real well. If we move it, we'll stand it up, and once we stand it up well, then we can just wrap around it.
I don't know, it's dragging pretty good with that stump.
Some of this dirt's going to fall out too, and it'll make it a better area for me to grab it with the chain.
root ball. And that's where it was.
It was.
We'll push that back in here and probably have burn in here. I'm gonna cut those pine trees down.
And what are you going to do next? You're going to try to fill in that hole over there?
Yeah, we're gonna go over there now, and well, I gotta take the rake. We gotta rake those leaves back. Then we're gonna use this right here to try and level that hill just a little bit. And it looks like we're losing a little bit of daylight.
You want some coffee?
I do.
Let's go get some. I'm going to take a break.
All right, so we got the area kind of leveled some here, and I know it's still on a slope, but you can't help that when you live in the hills. We're going to put a retainer up. So once I put that retainer up, I'm going to backfill a little bit of dirt in here to level it up some, but I do need to leave a hill for some runoff. We'll probably do that right here at the center, because this area here is going to be the scratch area, and this is going to be a decked area where the coop is going to be. So as I said, we're using the Harbor Freight portable canopy 10 by 20. I've used these before. They're pretty good. They hold up to a few storms, but I guess, you know, nothing holds up to 60-70 mile-an-hour winds. All right, so let's go ahead and get this opened up. Oh, open this up. This is the cover that comes with it. And we might use this at first. It just depends how quick I got to get this done as far as the roofing. But it's very simple to put together. They give you a really easy instruction manual. So we're just going to go ahead and put this up now. Number 5 on each end.
Which end?
The number 5s are the little Alright, the 6s.
What connects to those?
If you this area cleared out. Like I said, where it slopes down, we're going to have a back retaining wall, and we're going to backfill a little bit of that, so it's a touch more level, but it's not going to be much more level than this. Since we have a natural slope, the water runs this way, so we want to make it so that any water coming down from up in the woods over here just kind of goes through the pen and doesn't wash the whole pen away. So the next step we're going to do is I've dug holes in the ground. The center of this structure, when you put it together, is 10 feet in the center. I want to change that and make it about 8 foot in the center. So we're going to put the poles deep enough in the ground so that we have an 8-foot center. Before we put the poles in the ground, what I'm doing is these little black caps here that came on the little cross pieces, we're going to put those at the very bottom of each one of these poles, and then we're going to spray it with the Flex Seal. We're going to wrap it with black plastic and then we're going to use that to go in the ground, and I'm hoping that that gives at least 15 years. It'll probably end up giving more because I'll have everything in this area treated with special creosote.
And then when it goes in the ground, we put the dirt in around it, pack it in.
Right, and we'll pack that in. That'll be good and tight. I'm not worried about it blowing away because on the back side where we're going to build the coop out of wood, and that wooden coop is going to be bolted to some of the sides.
All right, so we've been turning these and rotating them.
And this rubber paint seems to be adhering pretty good. We'll see how it dries.
And it takes 20 minutes to dry.
Well, it takes 48 hours to cure, but it takes 20 minutes or so to get tacky enough that you can touch it.
And this is each one of the legs that are going into the ground. And we're doing this for what?
Rust.
Rust protection.
This would last maybe 3-4 years in the ground as it is.
And with this on it?
I'm thinking it's going to give us 15 years.
Okay.
At least. Because another item that we'll use is the creosote formula that the old timers used. I don't, for around the animal pens and whatever, I don't use tar in it. Because I want to be able to spray it out of a sprayer, and I don't want it to be harmful to the animals. This old formula, if anything, it'll give maybe, you know, they might get diarrhea for a minute, which I don't want, but at least they're not going to, you know, get sick. All right. Hey, there's about 1/3 of a can left. We have a really good coat on all of that.
Okay, then I'm going to pause this for 20 minutes. All right, so we're back. We're putting these into the holes right here. See? Putting the legs on.
Next to that one, we're going to go to that center pole. So let's set that down so we don't get that paint all scuffed up. Let that go. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to pick this up.
So we're going to be building this and filming this.